But yeah, this is what I've got going for this run. So we will go down to current segment. Let me get my notepad up. And we will be doing 2-minute interval tests of testing out these Balance Druid Specs and all my changes. So again, I would like to reiterate that I am, for this current run, I'll do a couple of these runs per so I can get some nice baseline numbers. We have, of this test, Incarnation with Fury of Elune. And that is what I've got for right now. Any more tests will have to come later. But yeah, so those two. And we will start in 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know why I'm star firing. I need to be star firing. This is why I'm doing tests. I'm probably not properly getting my Fury of Elune as often as I need to. Yep. Stopping all DPS. Hello, Hope. And yes, there is Cat. Okay. Let all my damage settle before I start recording numbers. Okay. Are we good? We all stopped? All right. So this is Lunar with Incarn with Fury. So we did 3351k total damage. Starfall did a third of the whole damage, which, I mean, I spammed it a lot. Fury of Elune did 106k damage. Fury. And it's about what I expected. You know, it needed to be up there but I don't think I spammed it a lot, as much as I would have liked. So, yep, we will go ahead, wait for my cooldowns to come back. I'll try to keep a better eye on casting Fury when it's ready. So we'll go ahead and start DPS again when probably when Incarn gets to 10 seconds, and we'll begin again. All right, we're looking 10. I will start the timer in 3, 2, 1. one last. I mean, I did cast one final fury at the at the buzzer. So, that kind of But we'll let it slide. Get a good running chance here. Okay, nothing over there. So once the fungus is done, okay, everything's done. We're done. Okay. We did 3566k total damage. And this is definitely not as I'm hitting 2 targets, so it's not as accurate as like I'm hitting 10 targets. So, take these numbers as they are. Starfall, another 1200k damage. Fury of Elune, though, did 141k by itself. I was a bit more prompt on getting those out as I needed, so I'm happy about that. We will do one more run with this setup. But we have, as a reminder, we did have a 3351k and a 3566k current with this current running for 2 minutes. And then again, I like to reiterate that this 2 minutes is basically right there when my eclipses are kind of all right. I'm starting to run on fumes there, and we might be out of like immediately rolling eclipses by that point. So once Incarnate rolls down, we will start again. All right, 7, 6. We will start a timer in 3, 2, 1. Already starting off strong. All right, stop. Let everything settle. You go, little Fey Dragon. You go. Do your thing. We love you, little Fey Dragon. Look at it go. All right. And has a not good showing here. We have a 3375 total. Okay. total damage. With Fury of Elune doing 135k. So Fury of Elune, you know, mid rank, but this was right there on par with my lesser amount of damage. So that way, that you know, we'll see. Maybe that's good. But now we will be shifting over to having New Moon. See how well I can weave this in. All right, so let's readjust my notes. Lunar. Incarn. Moon. So now I'll just be weaving these moons in kind of as I can. So once my incarns are going in good, so we will go ahead and start in 3, 2, 1. And one final full moon for the timer. All right, and we'll let everything rest. But, I mean, the 3 Fade Dragons are going to do their thing. It's still kind of a rough showing. Okay, they're all done. So, Lunar Incarn with Moons. We are looking at 3481k total damage. With the Moons doing full moon 102k, half moon doing 45k, and new moon doing 41k. So that evens out, effectively bumps up Fury. Let's see, I didn't put Fury. So so moons in total have done 188k. for the moons. All right, and we will. Looks like all my stats are ready for round 2. So we will go ahead and start in 3, 2, 1. We're starting with a full moon this time instead of new moon. Yep, hands off. And we are still not looking good. Oof. All right, so we have a 3299k total damage with full moon doing 133k, which makes sense since I started with it. Half moon dealt 54k. New moon dealt 44k. So moon total is notifications quit. Okay, so 133 plus 54 plus 44 equals 231. New moon total. Well, we will be doing this again one more time. Gotta give everything a fair chance, and this time we're starting on half moon. So we will see how that works. And it looks like everything is lining up. So we will be starting in 3, 2, 1. Right? Last full moon. Let everything finish. These little Fey dragons go. How can you hate those guys? All right. So we did a 13k total damage with full moon doing 121. Half moon doing 48k. New moon only doing 22k this time. So this go around we only did 48 plus 22, 191 moon total. Okay. Nice. Okay. So we will switch over, and that is the 3 runs. So now we will change. I guess I have to wait because I'll be changing to Convoke now. And I have about 20 seconds before I can change Convoke. And I guess we'll keep Moons for now. But then change to Convoke. All right, so got my notepad ready to go. Apply changes. All right. Man, you are killing that dummy. All right, so I like to reiterate, this is Lunar Spec with Convoke and with Full Moon. We will go ahead and get started. And let's see. I don't want to change up by, let's see. Yeah, those are ready, but I don't want to mess up my numbers too much. I want to keep it consistent. So we will start in 3, 2, 1. I have Convoke ready. I'm not casting it. Okay, hands off. I'm not sure if missing the Convoke on the cooldown was more of a detriment, but I mean, let's be fair, within 2 minutes I can only cast it twice anyway. All right, so we done? All right. And so far, we are looking worse for wear, but that's only the first test. We did 27K total damage with full moon only doing 89K. Half moon doing 9K. And new moon doing 8K. Yeah, we'll plus 29 plus 126K total. Let's see, comparison to... Yeah, I mean, I must have really screwed up because that is significantly less than what I had before. Unless those crits really mattered from Incarn. All right, but moving on. Looks like I will be ready in just a second here. So we'll go in for round 2 of this set. So we'll be starting in 3, 2, 1. I should probably hit my Celestial Alignment first before I did that. All right, time done. Okay, that definitely has done a lot better. Despite, honestly, I felt worse during it. I feel like I did more mistakes on that one, honestly. Okay, so we did a grand total of 3416K total damage. Full moon did 91K. Half moon did 84K. With new moon doing 43k. Moons total is looking at 91 plus 84 plus 43, 218k. Okay, that is looking a lot better. I don't know what I messed up last time, but this is looking more respectable and is looking more in line with the numbers that we had going on over on the other side. So we'll do one more set with the moons. What? I'm just looking at Severus. Gonna go up to your little spot? Yes, you are. All right, we are ready to go. So we will be starting our timer in 3, 2, 1. I don't know how it's running out of Eclipse timer more than my other specs, but I have, like I did there at the last second. But all right. So once this Phase Dragon, oh, he didn't last a little bit longer. Total damage, we are looking at 3498k total damage. With Full Moon doing 161. Half Moon actually did less. With 30k. New Moon did 35k. So total is equals 226k. All right. Awesome. Now we'll be moving on to Lunar Convoke Fury. And once my Celestial Alignment comes off cooldown, we will be seeing what we got going. So we are good to go in 3, 2, 1. Alright, I couldn't get that last Fury in. And yeah, again, I ran out of my charges, which is weird. But, okay. 3428k total damage. With Fury of Elune doing 107k. With a little bit of full moon damage. All right. And now we wait for my Celestial Alignment to pop back up. I think what's holding me back there is, I think... Yeah, right there. The potent enhancements. Whirling Stars reduce the cooldown of Celestial Alignment by an additional 10 seconds on the Keeper of the Grow side. I do not have that kind of power over here. And also, Control the Dream is probably also maybe doing a little subtraction here and there. So, who knows? But we are... looks like we are ready to go. So we will be starting again in 3, 2, 1. Hands off. Okay. Dots are done. Fey Dragon's wrapping up. All right. And we are sitting at 3633k total damage. With Fury of Elune doing 132k damage. And 42k with Full Moon. That dropped down. I also, another small tidbit is the fact that Star Surge is also getting a little bit of love in this build because of Convoke, so that's definitely something to make note of in these numbers. All right, and we'll have one more test run in about 30 seconds once we get all my charges back. See, I may have gotten my Warcraft, my ensemble. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, so that's, should be obvious. All right, but we will be getting my tests in. The final test in 3, 2, 1. Okay. I actually managed to sneak out that last little Fury at the last second. Also, something I've forgotten completely, the fact that I don't even have my Mark of the Wild active, so I'm not even getting my 6% versatility. Ah, well. Went away. All right. So we ended up with 3605k total damage. With that's not correct. We did 35. 538. With Fury of Elune doing a 113. Let's just... Okay, yep, that is correct. And there is like a 12k pop on there, so I mean, 12k, if that adds into anything in there, it's not by a whole lot. At best, it would turn into like a 35, 40. But all right. Yeah, I think that concludes my overall tests. So, it's actually in a surprising turn. It's almost no matter what you pick, you kind of have free reign. They're all actually very similar. So let's go ahead and bring over my notes. So starting back off, we have Lunar Incarn. Let's just go ahead and we can make. Oh no, I can't. I can't even make it. There we go. So starting back up, we have Lunar with Incarnation with Fury of Elune. We did a 3351, a 3566, and a 3375. And then a Lunar Incarn with Moons, 3481, 3299, and 3313. So you're definitely always pretty much above that, almost really at the 3300 range, or if you're using Incarn. So not bad overall. And then moving over to here, we have... I'll have to move up, but we have Lunar, Convoke, and Moon. 2927 kind of failed on that one. But then the 3416, 3498. But then we have the Lunar Convoke Fury with 34, 28, 36, 33, 35, 38. Honestly, I think Lunar Convoke Fury has taken the lead on all these tests with being the most consistently high, with Incarn Fury being right there as well. But honestly, I think with this, it actually works in a way, with Lunar Convoke Fury being the best, because it actually makes doing damage. Because if this is, let's imagine you're doing Mythic Plus, you're doing a lot of moving around, and unlike Moons, which okay, good for like a standing still boss kind of thing, Fury instant cast. You can cast it whenever, along with your Starfall. Convoke, instant cast that channels while you're moving. Can be cast anytime. Honestly, I think, as much as I hate, I'd love to say it, like, I love Convoke. I like Fury, especially because for the sake of like I can cast it while moving, all that stuff. It's just like everything that's good is good, and even with the on the nature side, if it's like Convoke is good on the nature side as well. So overall, I think that is where we're looking. In my semi-professional opinion, with whatever, talents that I currently have, we are looking at a Convoke with Fury of Elune build for highest and probably better for the consistency of Mythic Plus. So yeah, that's the end of this review for the Elune's Chosen Spec. Thanks for watching.